The 2-on-1 is one of the most overpowering grips you can have from the close guard. It allows you to basically teleport to your opponent's back and be in an amazing finishing position without ever really letting go of the close guard. In this video, I'm going to go over the two main attacks that I like doing from the 2-on-1 and have been able to do in adult black belt competition.
It's just characterized by having a cross sleeve, a hand underneath the armpit, and then me being able to drag Gwen like this and then start to climb her back. This is the main attack from the 2-on-1 that I'm always looking for. But the main problem with the 2-on-1 is that, especially beginners, they're just not able to drag this arm across. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna look for is just, if I see that Gwen's hands are just floating in the air or they're not really gripping on me, then she's made a huge mistake in close guard, which is that she doesn't have her frames. Right, so if she doesn't have her frames, I'm gonna take advantage of that right away. I'm gonna have a cross grip always on this sleeve. If I need to break any grip at all, I'm just gonna go underneath, hold on to my own wrist, and break this grip this way. Okay, and now that this hand is floating, I can drag it anywhere I want to. And I'm gonna drag it across my body. At the same time that I drag her hand across my body, I'm gonna do this reverse crunch or knee pull, and that's gonna pull her in. If I just try to pull Gwen with by using my tiny little lats, she might have bigger lats than me and she's gonna pull back. Okay, but if I'm able to use that knee pull or that reverse crunch, I can use gravity to pull her down. Okay. Now, if I just pull her down like this and I stay square with her, again, she can use her huge lats and pull back. Okay, so I need to change my position to be in a more mechanically advantageous position so that I can hold on to this position. After I get this cross grip, I break and I knee pull. I'm gonna grab her armpit. At the same time as I knee pull, I'm gonna take a huge shrimp outside. Okay. Now that I've hip escaped outside, you can see I'm in a sideways close guard. I wouldn't even call this close guard anymore. I'm basically like halfway to her back. And so the ideal scenario here is that Gwen does nothing. I attach to her far lat. I push with my heel on her hip or on the ground, and I start to come up. Okay, really important here that I keep this shin that's across her body. If I try to pull it out like this and throw in a back take hook too early, she might be able to throw me over by just like holding onto my shoulder and like resetting this position. So whenever I'm looking to climb the back, first I want to make sure that I'm stable on top. I break this grip, I grab the armpit, I knee pull, I hip out at the same time, and right away I climb and clamp. And I cover this shoulder with my chest. Okay, from here I push off of the ground or her hip, I climb, I stabilize this position. A lot of the times the ref will even give me 2 points for the sweep here, and then I can work on taking the back or even going for the choke right away. Since Gwen has to use her hands to post on the mat, if she uses her hands to defend her collars, then she's gonna fall over and it's gonna be hard for her to defend the back take. Okay, so a lot of times I'll get the choke leg right from there. Now let's go over some common reactions of the person on top after you've dragged their arm across and you've even covered their shoulder. Okay, one way that Gwen can react is she can lift this leg up. A lot of the times people do this because they want to drive the other person flat, knowing that if I'm flat, I obviously can't climb her back. Okay, however, when she does this, she puts all of her weight onto this side, and now it's very easy when I have this lat grip for me to go scoop underneath her leg, open up my legs, and go for just a standard white belt flower sweep. Boom. Technically, when Gwen lifts this leg up, that would be a mistake. I would say the flower sweep is like a very obvious thing that I can do here. So now with some more experience, after having been flower swept many times, Gwen is gonna now lift her other knee up. Okay, now I can't flower sweep because she's driving her weight from that leg into this side of her body. So even if I somehow scooped her leg, I would never be able to flower sweep her. In this situation, we can actually still climb the back. It's gonna take a little bit more work, but we can do it. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna take my foot and I must post on her hip. I can't post on the ground anymore because I just can't reach it. I'm gonna post on her hip, and now I'm going to bridge off of her hip and bring my hips to the boom. Okay, I'm a little bit more on the side. I'm gonna have to do this multiple times until I can get up. Right now, as long as I can keep her arm across her body, I can even get up onto my elbow here. As long as this arm doesn't come back across, if she can't unarm drag herself, I'm actually completely fine to let go and use this hand to build height. So again, I'm gonna put my foot on her hip and I'm gonna come up. In this demonstration, it took me 2 times. Sometimes it'll take 3 or 4 or however many you need to get into that same back taking position that you were in before. And now from here, I can back up, look for my choking grips, or look to take the back.
I just wanted to quickly talk about how long it might take to set up a 2-on-1 from close guard all the way to the back. Here you can see I have her cross grip. We're at the 50th second, and I'm not able to get to her back, even with this far lat grip. I'm not able to get to her back and actually score points until right around 225 is when the ref awards me the 4 points for the back take. So that's more than 1 minute and 30 seconds from setup all the way to score. That might feel like a long time, but if you really think about it, when you set something up from the closed guard, you're directly facing your opponent. Both of you see exactly what's happening. So it's going to be a very tight battle and very much kind of like a race of who has faster reactions, who's more positionally aware of what's going on. Another example in Nogi, here at the 50th second, around this time, I'm able to grab her wrist and arm drag her, but without the sleeve, man, like this takes a long time. So I've kind of had that far lat grip, but you can see I'm really struggling to hike up her hips. I'm not using my heel on her hip like I told you to earlier in the video, but I'm getting closer to her back. I had the scoop grip. I kind of want to do a flower sweep or like in between things. And so we started this at the 50th second, and I'm not able to get to the back take until 250. So this is about 2 minutes to score the 4 points. All of this is just to say that you should have patience when you're looking for this 2-on-1. And as long as you have good grips and positioning, you should believe in the jiu-jitsu that you know.